lasts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Bringing This Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. I had to go do some grocery shopping, so of course I wasn't able to come on at 6. I literally got in the place. It was 6 o'clock. I'm like, no, I don't like being rushed with our shows. You know what I mean? I want to give you a full quality show. So let's make it do what it do, because child, we gotta talk about some Real Housewives of Potomac. There's a lot going on. My Lord. Angel, what happened? Oh my God, let's get into it, y'all. Higher is waiting, lower is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me tell you this psychotic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here in the building. You know, Angel. Like I said in my description box, you're making me agree with Giselle. I don't like doing that. I just don't like doing that. I don't. So let's get into it, shall we? So this episode picks up right from where the last episode left off, where Giselle and Ashley allegedly have more information. They don't. But they allegedly say they have more information about Angel and what happened with her rental, right? And so Wendy talked about a realtor who said that I want to look like $14,000 a month, but I'm only willing to pay $1,000 a month. And Angel, you did this laugh that kind of made me like, okay, you ain't gotta laugh that hard, child. Like, you know, and then boo boo. Like, I feel like that would have been a little bit better. Of like, yeah, I paid only $14,000 a month, which I know for Wendy, she might have took that as a win because it was confirmed for $14,000 a month. But like, still, you know what I mean? I think if Wendy was bold enough to say what she said out loud, I think she should say who the realtor is. Just keeping it, but then we find out that Angel knows who it is, right? And Wendy says in her confessional that, you know, this realtor is not the only one who said it before. So then Stacy says, I think we should get the realtor on the phone. And then one of the ladies said, you didn't call TJ, did you now? Which, that was a burn, but a good one, because it's true. When you had the opportunity to correct your wrong, you didn't want to call TJ. And so, of course, Wonderland East, which is coming out this year in 2026, you know, that's Angel and Bobby's newest business. And so, yeah, basically, Angel doesn't want any bad publicity to get on that business, right? So Stacy has not talked to TJ at all. You know, it is basically, let's see here, Bianca and the ladies. So Bianca is a Wonderland guide. So they all go outside on the balcony, and they're doing this deep breathing exercise, right? They're smelling, you know, the herbs and everything and breathing in and out, this, that, and the third. And Wendy is done, right? She's like, why does it have to be a relaxation activity? And I'm like, Wendy, just because you like to be broken in your finances and not stable and out of your mind doesn't mean everybody else doesn't like peace. Okay, it's Colorado. You really think you're going to get turned up in Colorado? I mean, really, you should have brought some Happy A if you really wanted to, you know, turn up, or actually it'll be turned down, to turn up downtown in Colorado. But either way, like, come on now. And then Stacy, Stacy, which the last episode, I believe you said, they say I'm the crazy one. She said she'd rather do champagne than yoga. I'm just like, really? 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 And then they did like this jazz hands thing. I guess it was to like relieve tension or something like that, but I didn't understand it. But a lot of people were asking, like, why is Angel sitting on, this, box or whatever, right? And my thing is this: if I'm the person that's hosting the trip, I can do whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. So Angel had a right to do what she wanted to do. Okay. So Kiana is crying again. Kiana, I need you to take these crying moments and make them gifts and memes, okay? Because like you crying just over the smallest thing, like, oh my God, that was so beautiful. Oh my God, I've never been so relaxed before. I thought that was utterly hilarious. I really did. So then everybody gives an intention, right? So Angel's intention is to get to know the ladies better, but she's been saying that all season long. They do a montage of that. Wendy says she wants to have fun. Okay. Stacy says to be present and enjoy all of you. I'm tired of fighting some of you. I want to enjoy y'all. Fair to say that. Ashley wants to pull back layers. Pulling back layers? Ashley has layers? Ashley's a human being with thoughts, feelings, and emotions? Oh my Lord, will she take accountability for anything? We don't know. Tia wants to get to know the ladies more. That's her intention. And Giselle says, hi, I'm Giselle. Ciao. This is not class. Okay, y'all all know each other. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. She said her intention is to get a room with a bathroom. I'm like, child. My Lord Jesus. Now, like I said, when we pulled up to the house in the last episode, it was a very nice house. It was a nice house. Let's keep going though. Giselle does not want a single bed, and everyone's upset about Angel's living quarters that Kay and Tia are going to be going with Angel. Here's my thing, right? If I have people who ain't liking me, who ain't feeling me, this, that, the third, I ain't gonna have that negativity at my house, right? And with Angel, she's a new mother, right? So it is what it is. And not to mention too, would anybody really want all of y'all in one house? No. Karen Huger can come over. Okay, Kiana, she can come over. Angel can come over. Tia can come over. Who that leave out? That means Jazzy, Giselle, Ashley, Wendy. Yeah, y'all can't come over. So, it is what it is. And Jazzy, yes, I'm including you in it. Okay, because you a shady one. You are. Okay? You more shady on your own than you were with Mia. Okay? Okay. I know Jacqueline was Mia's friend, but Jazzy was cool with Mia. So listen, it's all cool in the game. Okay? Just, my Lord Jesus. And it's like, what does Jazzy do exactly? Like, is she like the Toya Harris of Potomac? She ain't got no job. Because you judging everybody else, but yet, what do you do with your existence? Okay. So anyway, and Jazzy says some unnecessary shade about Tia getting her first sale. I'm sure that if we pull up Tia's resume of selling homes versus you, Tia would win. That was very unnecessary. That's why I said you do too much. Okay? You do too much. But let it be that Tia could get you a deal so you can have a home. You will be going over to Tia. Okay? Be lucky I ain't Tia's coworker. Yep, Jazzy said that you can't sell a home. Yep, sure the hell did. And what of it? Jazzy ain't gonna do nothing to Braylon Lee. The hell? Jazzy talks a lot, but she can't make any. Okay, but Jazzy talks a lot, but she can't make any checks. She can't. Like, I'm sorry, like Taylor Swift is more known than Jazzy in the NFL. Okay, let's keep that a buck. Okay, okay. Just keep it a buck. So then Monique said, "I will call right then and there." Well, Monique, that's what you would do. Okay, now everything is everybody's business. You don't talk about financials in front of people. And out of all people, with everything you went through, Chris, rather, you should be respectful about other people's issues. Mm-hmm. And the house is a $1.6 million rental. Okay. And then of course, Angel was talking about you might, see mountain lions, and Tia said they might smell Stacy. The shade. Oh my God. So the ladies are saying back at the rental that the best part of the vacation is going down to the kitchen and having late night chills and this, that, and the third. It's like, honestly, do y'all really like each other? Sincerely, do y'all really like each other? Do y'all just tolerate each other for a paycheck? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I feel like the Mean Girl squad is Wendy, Ashley, Giselle, and Jazzy, and Monique. Mm-hmm. Yep, those are the Mean Girls of the show. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Angel's house is stunning. Tia, I absolutely love her. Her reaction to her room. The bedrooms was really nice. Now, back at the rental, Ashley lets the whole world know, because this is available, to see on Peacock for the world, that she poops 3 times a day. We did not need to know that. We did not need to know that at all. Okay. I will say, as Angel was getting her face card done, her face card is stunning without makeup. There was a thick woman, okay, with the curls. You fine, okay. Just act up like that, okay. Just keep it up. So then there's an open fire dinner on the 36 acres of property. It was like a really nice dinner. And so on the way to the dinner, Monique's son has heat exhaustion. So prayers up to Monique's son. The network does cover some of the trip, which Monique talked about in her confessional. But most people knew that. But for those who never really knew that, that was the first time that they ever said. But it's up to the host to be in line with the network. You know what I mean? And so the ladies are not feeling where they are. So Monique says that Angel does everything and Bobby does nothing. Now, Monique, that's not your call to say that. Just because you and Chris got divorced, and because nobody wants to love on you because of the broken, decrepit, and dilapidated energy you gave to Candace, okay, because you just came out with a DV situation that Christian I have done to you, but you also threw a water bottle. So water bottle, glass, you got an anger problem, sweetheart. Okay, so you can't talk about nobody's marriage at all. So then apparently Stacey says that Angel's more excited for Giselle than Bobby. Stacey, that without a man. To use Karen Huger's words to Giselle, that without a man. It's like, really? Like, I'm sorry, who's the person that was talking to Chris Samuels, said that she didn't have the number to Chris, but now she does? You've been lying all season long, and Vanity Fair wasted their time by giving you a best performance. And then Carlos Decrepit King said that you were the reality star 2025. Said no one ever. You think Carlos King has weight in the world of reality TV? No, Andy Cohen is bigger than him. Hell wrong with you. King's Court and Queen's Court are bigger shows than Love Hotel. Stop that shit. God. They will just let anybody exist on TV as long as they can talk. My God. So anyway, and not to mention too, when you said what you said about that Angel's excited for Giselle more than Bobby, you had a homemade who didn't want to have sex with you last season. Need I remind you? And your husband, your ex-husband rather, child, I'm not seeing nothing there. So anyway, with that being, like I said, I just call it like I see it. Like I didn't like that. Like you are at somebody's home and you saying who they are not excited about when you have nothing to be excited about your damn self. You have nobody who, and you also have nobody who wants to be excited about Stacey. Shut the fuck up. Moving on. It's stupid. Anyway, so then there's like this flavored drink through this medical device. I thought that was cute. Then they're meeting some people. Apparently the ladies did not want to meet those people. And Wendy said, I thought we were going to meet, more of your family and get to know you and this, that, and the third. It's like, Wendy, baby steps. Remember how Karen Huger said baby steps with you? That's where y'all are right now, okay? So Monique likes this energy and not so much earlier. Monique is one to talk about energy, okay? All right, moving on. And so basically, when it came to, the high altitudes and stuff like that, no water. That's what it was. No water, and it was intermittent at the home, at the house, at the rental rather, right? So they had no water, right? And when it came to let me see something real quick, y'all. Real quick. Give me a moment. Hopefully you guys, what is it, Monday? Yes, it's Monday already, child. Good Lord Jesus. Hopefully your Monday is going well. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, the high elevation, that part. The high elevation is still getting to pretty much everybody. So yes, indeed. There, let me get back to y'all. There we go. Hello. Yes, indeed. So then the Stacey and Tia sack race. Giselle was being shady with that. And then as we get to know where Tia and Stacey are, Stacey says, I don't know who you are. Child, we know more about Tia in one season than your whole existence as a human being. Stop it. And then Tia said that everything that people are saying about Stacey is true. And Stacey is doing too much on Tia because when she said that for you to go from prim and proper to cussing me out, it's like, no, you can have multiple sides to you. You absolutely can. And Stacey, child, you not all that. Stop it. Just because you're on TV, look, circumstances can make anybody look nice. Okay, it's about the soul of the person. Okay, good damn. Like people actually like Tia more than you. That made no damn sense. So then Monique is asking, like, how did the conversation get out about what was said? How did the conversation get out about what Monique said? Because now there's attorneys giving Monique letters, like threatening letters, right? Like changing the custody of the children, everything else. It's just like, my Lord Jesus, Stacey, just admit that you talked to Chris. Stop it. Because it's looking like you are a liar. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I kind of think Ashley might be right. That's not a win for you. Because you still sing. And that's a crime in every part of the world, okay? The fact that you singing is a crime. Look it up. Anyway. So tomorrow they're going to go to a signature airport and they're going to go to Aspen, Colorado. and then they're going to go to the Chemo Sabeh, which is like this hat store. I'm gonna get customized hats, and then 7 p.m. is gonna be a chef dinner. Hydrate for Aspen because Aspen is apparently higher elevation than where they are now, and so they're gonna have a PJ party tomorrow night. Tia had a moment in the bathroom, and Stacy almost lost her dinner, and I thought that this was kind of shading Tia, which it seemed like it to me. I'm like, Stacy, stop it. Becoming a mean girl. It's not cute on you. You ain't cute no how, no how. But anyway, that was uncalled for. That was uncouth and unnecessary. So Angel, she has to, check out. 7:30, the party's over, so there's no after party this, that, and the third. And there's a sewer smell in the restroom, right? And Angel does not want to go to the party, right? And this is the thing, right? On these trips, for reality TV, the cast trip is usually the season finale, right? And this is Angel's first season. I feel like should she have went to the PJ party to go along, get along? Yes. But in the same token, like, she's a grown woman. She can do what she wants to do. I mean, Giselle didn't give Stacey no love in terms of a robe or, anything else, right? So if Giselle had the right to do what she wanted to do to Stacey, Angel got the right to do what she wants to do to women. That's how I see it. So 51 minutes later, they are heading back to their rental. It's pitch black. Child, I've never seen those women so quiet. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they should be in pitch black more often. It'll regulate their mental shut up sometimes. So they're back at 9 p.m. and there is no water. Now, I will say this, right? Angel, this is on you. Okay. Now, they should have had full running water, right? If you were going to do this, they should have had running the full time, right? In the same token, Angel was responsible, right? She contacted the person, made sure that they had water the whole time. You know what I mean? So in the morning, Stacey had water, but they had to kind of split it up. So then 2 hours late, 2 hours later, it was like 90 degrees inside their place, right? And Monique's face swelled, right? And it was not pretty. And apparently somebody else's face swelled. I think it was Giselle's. So Giselle's going to find some accommodations for them. And Stacey's like, we are out here in the woods, and it's like a horror movie. And guess who gets killed first? The pretty nice girl. And she pointed to herself. I'm like, well, being delusional is in the eye. Well, how can I put it? Confidence and delusion and being delusional is in the eye of the beholder, Stacey. So, Anyway, so Giselle showered weird. So there was like water that was falling down, but she had to kind of do a weird style. Now, I don't think anybody should do that on vacation. So I'm going to agree with Giselle. I don't agree with her on anything at all. But I will say she should not have had to do that. So they had to restart the system to get the water running. And Jassy said, thank God that they're going to get some new accommodations. Jazzy, you a wag. You couldn't call your husband and, ask him if he knew some football players in Colorado? If they had some places that y'all could have stayed at? Since you a wag, since you important, since you was somebody, said nobody ever. So Monique is judging the marriage of Angel and Bobby, and Tia and Kiana said that we don't know what their marriage looks like, and Angel is not having it, nor should she, right? So in the preview, right, they're in Aspen, Colorado, right? Having a good time this and the third. And apparently there's this drink called Pink Pussy. That's the drink. Don't ask me how. We'll find out next week, right? And then Marciano, I think, who is a ex-husband of one of the housewives. Like I said, I don't watch these shows on the regular. I watch these for y'all. I really, really do. And then Giselle took over the trip, and it looks like Angel and Giselle get it. Child, that is your Real Housewives of Potomac season 10, episode 14 after show. I will say, Angel is not looking good. Okay, I do hope that the trip gets better. Some people said this was like the number one worst trip. Child, the network was gonna make sure y'all were gonna be okay. Stop it. Y'all were in a home. It wasn't broken. It wasn't dilapidated. It wasn't this, that, and the third. Stop it. Okay? And Wendy, at least Angel's check cleared. Okay? For the rental. Since you want to talk about who got money, who don't. And you and Eddie are about to be on trial. Now, this was the thing I wanted to go back to. High season, low season. I had to had to try to remember when it came to the high season, low season, right? There's high season for like vacationers and travelers, and then there's low season where everybody's in school. So that's why I'm going to say high season, low season. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking elevation. I mean, they've been talking about elevation for so long, you know what I mean? But that's what high season, low season is. Like I said, Colorado is more remote, so there are systems in place to conserve water. But child, it's 2026. Like, they didn't have like any solar panels on the roof. They didn't have like a digital, well, my dad has like a digital generator, so they didn't have like a digital generator inside the house where you can like check the levels, and then everybody downloads the app, and then they have like a Wi-Fi signal in the house, because you can get a hotspot, where you can get that signal from anywhere, right? So that's just my take on everything. Hopefully it gets better. It seems like Angel's gonna go off next week. Okay, it seems like it. So yeah, shout out to the 3 people here. Thank you so much, 5 people that were here as well. So yeah, that is the word with the Potomac ladies. I think we're almost there to the finale. And by the way, Karen Huger is going to be on the reunion. Oh my Lord. So I don't know what Karen's role is going to be. Like I said, Bravo should have had Real Housewives of Potomac at 8/7 Central, 9/8 Central, watch with Karen Huger, and then should have had Watch What Happens Live. And then Monday should have been Married to Medicine, right? But of course, they're going to put their 2 biggest shows together, 8/7 Central Potomac, 9/8 Central Married to Medicine. So I'm not surprised by that. But we'll see what Karen Huger has to say. Maybe she might give commentary on the season that was, say this, that, and the third, and all that stuff. But I am glad to see Karen Huger doing well. Of course, we will get that interview with Karen Huger, because Andy Cohen actually went to Karen Huger's house, which I believe is the first time Andy Cohen has went over to somebody's home to interview a housewife, which is like, still all these years later, right, you can still surprise the Bravo audience. Yes, indeed. So, by the way, like a side note, with Bravo, bra is in the word Bravo. Like, y'all couldn't team up with like Savage Fenty or Victoria's Secret to sell some Bravo bras at BravoCon. I'm just saying. Some Bravo, lingerie with different sayings from different Bravo celebrities. Like, that could be a thing. Just not like y'all need more money, you know what I mean? But just a thought. So yes, indeed, we're almost there. Now we're there to the 30-minute mark. I'll stay on with y'all for 10 more minutes here. But a good episode nonetheless. Like I said, child, I don't know how this trip is going to end up, because y'all remember the preview where Stacey said, how could you be this mean to people, this, that, and the third? So we don't know what takes it there. And like I said, I do hope that Angel does come back next season. I know some people don't like Angel, but child, if Quad could do what she did, Sweet Tea, make fun of her IVF journey, and now she's going through with King, and they can have exes on Married to Medicine, and Phaedra Parks come back, and then Candy got lied on, this, that, and third, and Portia, Molly Wop and dragged and took to the ground. Kenya Moore could come back. Okay. Well, if many more lawsuits that Bravo has, if all that could happen to Bravo, y'all can let Angel come back next season. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I feel like Angel's one of those people where she just gotta get comfortable. Once she's comfortable, she's good. She just ain't comfortable with y'all. I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable with y'all either. Like I said, Kiana, Tia, y'all are cool. Okay. Angel's cool. I don't mind Angel. The rest of y'all, no. But that's my opinion, though, right? I'm only judging what you're giving me in the words of Carrie Huber, right? So, but yeah. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me see something. There we go. Sorry, little bit. What? Give me a moment, yo. Okay, so y'all look at this right here. I want y'all to see this. Give me a moment. Right here. Angel Massey feels vindicated in feud with Wendy Osefo following co-star's fraud arrest. Angel Massey has little patience for her Real Housewives Potomac co-star Wendy Osefo. During a new interview, the Bravo newbie did hesitate to call out Wendy for allegedly mistreating her during season 10 of the hit reality. Massey also shared how she feels about their feud now that Wendy and her husband Eddie Osefo were recently arrested and charged with several counts of fraud. Angel, well done. Well done. I see why Bobby's very happy. Well done to you. Well done. Speaking with page 6, Massey reflected on an earlier moment during season 10 of RHOP where Wendy claimed that she did not know Massey or her husband, former NFL Bobby Massey. Massey explained that Wendy's statements were confusing to her because she recalled the former university professor reaching out on social media about her mother who passed away in 2015. I know that at the top of the season, she said, "No, I don't know her," Massey said, but back in 2015, when my mom passed, she was DMing me about her father and her stepfather passing away and how we have those commonalities. So do you know me or do you not know me? Ooh, Wendy, see, this is what happens when you do too damn much. You see, so you try to shade Angel, but Angel kept receipts. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame to say that you don't know them, but yet receipts show otherwise. Massey think there was another reason Wendy Osefo claimed not to know her. By the way, to the black, yes, I'm here for it. Angel's a beautiful one. We ain't gonna sit here in front of that, okay? We're just not gonna sit here in front of that. And then there's Angel and Bobby there. Who the hell is that? Is that Miss Cosby? I think that's Miss Cosby. That's Phaedra Parks, Angel, some guys from Bravo. That is Quad, Scott, and Contessa. Contessa, I like that dress. That's good. That's very good. They're making it do what do. They are a cute couple. I will say that. Massey indicates she was previously caught off guard by Wendy's demeanor during filming the latest season of RHOP, given the pair's previous communication. That's why I was taken aback. She said, but I guess that behavior wasn't real either. Elsewhere in the interview, Massey theorized why Wendy might have appeared distant on the show. I think sometimes women who are narcissistic think that saying they don't know someone gives them some type of hierarchical power, and it's just a way to punch down. She said, let's just tell the truth, right? Massey addresses Wendy offensive questioning her finances on RHOP. Okay, Blue, I see you. I ain't mad at it. Okay, they didn't have to do. Y'all didn't have to do all that. I bet you Bobby went to Michael's, blown this up, and got framed in his office. I would. Okay. I need to stop talking about married women in such a fashion. But she's gorgeous, though. I mean, if I was her husband, I would blow up these pictures and hang them up in some places in our home. Yes, indeed, I would. Massey's finances have been a major storyline. Stop it, Brian. Have been a major storyline in season 10 of RHOP as the Maryland native was forced to move from a rental home in the Potomac area back to Colorado after miscommunication with her landlord. In the episode, Wendy, alongside her co-stars Giselle Bryant and Ashley Darby, questioned whether Massey and her husband were facing financial woes. It is so interesting that Giselle and Ashley are wondering about Angel's finances when, like I said, Giselle, she helped her friend Robin hide her storyline when Robin's husband was cheating on Robin with somebody who looked better than her whole existence. And then Giselle, that without a man, and can talk about everybody else's men, but was uncomfortable with somebody else's person, but yet could not say why for shit. And Ashley, you were in a sweatbox. And with Michael getting you in the lawsuits and everything else, with him pinching behind the butts and his D swing across the internet, y'all can't say shit about if somebody got financial woes or not. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all G&A website is non-motherfucking existent. Y'all like Sheba Sheree. Good damn. Just damn shame. While Massey was unaware of statements at the time, she sees Wendy in a different light after she was arrested in October 2025. So at the time, I didn't know that she had questioned my finances. But at the time, I thought, wow, this is very different from the brand that she portrays. Wendy and Eddie were arrested and charged with fraud. According to a previous report from the blast, Wendy and Eddie were arrested in 2025 and charged with fraud after law enforcement officers alleged the couple filed a report and insurance claims for a burglary that they claimed was staged. Court documents claim the pair filed 3 separate claims for items that had each been returned to stores for full refunds or were never actually missing. Another report from officials alleged that the reality TV couple has a pattern of excessive spending and is burned by substantial debt. But yet you want to drag Angel for how much she wanted to pay per month? Prosecutors claim that they found approximately 67 debit and credit cards and 4 different luxury wallets, including a lambskin black quilted Chanel wallet that was previously stolen. So, yeah. No. I don't like that energy. I just truly don't. You don't get to just say what you want to about somebody and then throw them away and then forget the totality of who they were as a person to you. That was just like with Kelly and Britt Edie, which honestly, Kelly is in so many lawsuits her damn self, and Britt is drinking her water, minding her black-owned business and being about, her purpose. So we're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be back right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave only, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you are. and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe it's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not being seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination and experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mirar's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it.
Loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. Man, we had a jam-packed tour for you this morning. Indeed, we did. We talked about a lot this morning. Excuse me, for sure. Let me go back to our channel here and let you know what we talked about this morning. Yes, indeed, in case you guys missed it. So we talked about Georgia, the fact that there is $725,000 up for grabs for Black-owned businesses. Then we talked about long COVID, something you definitely need to know about. Then we talked about Keith Porter, another man who got deleted from an off-duty ICE agent. Then we went through the NAACP Image Awards. That's why I went down the list of each category, all the nominees. I gave my predictions live. Talked about TikTok and how TikTok is not paying content creators anymore on the platform. And then, of course, Jason Lee has been found of no wrongdoing in his probe if he used government funds and city funds to bring wilding out to Stockton, California. And then, of course, Jay-Z and Beyonce changed the life, or at least made the life a little bit better, of a NYC waiter. So if you missed that show this morning, we did that 6 hours ago. And then before that, we did Ready to Love. Y'all, if you missed it, we had a good time. Please go back and watch that. And of course, we're talking about the potential of an MTV revival comeback. It's not the way that you think for that one. Had a great time with that. And then, of course, talked about Fox Creator Studios and the future of the creator economy, Hollywood, and media at large. So we talked about that. Then, of course, the Tasha K Cardi B breakdown. Y'all watch that so hard. 401 views for the horizontal and 472 for the vertical. So I appreciate y'all for that. Then, of course, we talked about the ICE situation that happened. And then before that, Carl Mix, Milagro Grams, Aaron Dumas, The Flu, Tracy Ellis Ross, Aiden Ross, Christian Keys, Bow Wow, and WorkBay.com. And then, of course, we're talking about Diane Clerkin, Temple Coledo, Married to Medicine. So you got a lot of content to catch up on, okay? There's always something new going on over here for sure. So, yes, indeed. Oh, my Lord Jesus. So, yeah. Excuse me. My Lord. So yes, indeed. Yep, we're just chillaxing now. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the 2 people here now. Thank you so much for being here. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. But yep, that was pretty much my day today. I had my 2 shows. Like I said, tomorrow night, Married to Medicine. We'll talk about that. I think John is supposed to be sending me a document to talk about potentially for tomorrow. So as soon as she sends it to me, we'll talk about it. I really don't think our funds should be deleted. I don't think the African American Smithsonian Museum should be closed. I really don't think so. That's just stupid. That's a waste. And also, too, that's our history. So he basically is trying to shut down our history because he's uncomfortable with our existence. So yes, we'll be there to that. Then, like I said, Wednesday, there'll be another show. Don't know what it'll be about. Then Thursday, y'all know I'm off of YouTube. And then Friday, like I said, 2 brand new shows. One at 11 a.m. and then one at 6 p.m. as well. So, yes, indeed. So, Friday will be here before we know it. So, actually, let me check something real quick. Let me check Twitter real quick or something. Probably nothing really going on, but you just never know. Wait a minute, what? Oh my God, why do this to me? 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 Oh my Lord. Okay, you know what? Damn, is it enough to really go live about that? Is it enough to go live? Y'all, ooh, okay. You know what? Y'all might get 2 shows tomorrow. Y'all might get 2 shows tomorrow. We'll talk about it. Okay, we'll talk. We will talk. Oh my gosh, there's always something going on. Oh my Lord. Okay. Damn, I don't know if I got the energy and I do it. I really have the energy and I do it. Nah, just rest tonight, bro. Just rest. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Damn. If y'all just found that, if y'all only knew I just found out on Twitter, we'll talk about it tomorrow night. So yeah, we actually, you know what? I may come to y'all at 6:00 with that show, or 8:30. So we'll see. So, okay. Yes, dude. So, man, almost there to a full-fledged hour of content, and then I'm gonna turn off my camera here, and then we'll chillax for a little bit, and then we'll head on out. Yes, indeed. I always try to give y'all at least a full hour of, content before I cut off the camera. So yes, indeed. Oh man, I cannot believe I just saw. Damn. Wow. That's crazy word. Oh my God. I knew this shit wasn't going to be over by a long shot. With that being said, we made it 1 full hour. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Oh my God, child. That's crazy work. That's crazy work, man. So, yes, indeed. So, yeah, we'll be here chilling out for a little bit. Actually, I'm going to be right back, y'all. I'm going to put this on real quick. Be right back.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
Motor City. And this is what we do.
Hey, everybody. I am BACK. We are still live on tour, just chillaxing. We talked about Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 14. Like I said, tomorrow night, Married to Medicine, and we got another show for y'all. Man, this year is starting off on an energy that I what is going on in 2026? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I can tell you that much right damn now. But anyway, y'all, we're just chillaxing right now. Oh my God. Damn. Oh man. Oh man. Yes, indeed. You guys got any questions about Real Housewives of Potomac? Drop them in the chat. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I will. Yes. I'll hang out here till 1 hour instead of the midnight, y'all. I'm just resting. I thank God for my mom now. I really do. But man, there's some days I wake up, man, and I don't know how to do this thing called life. I do the best that I can with what I got. And man, sometimes I feel like that just ain't good enough, you know. I'm sure we've all have went through that energy before. It's just like, damn, it's like, you know, I'm waking up and making it do what it do, but good damn, man, like, can I get some, you know, good feedback here? You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing. About to get ready to wrap up the show with the Daily Motivator. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. If you missed the review, go right back. If we started from the top all the way to the 40-minute mark. So, yes, well, the review's all the way up to the 30-minute mark, and then I gave 10 minutes of additional commentary and talked about this text message that Angel Massey had with Wendy Williams. Not Wendy Williams' child, but with Wendy herself from back in the day, child. Wendy is going to get out her conservatorship. Damn it. I cannot wait for that breaking news to happen soon enough. All right. Let's get y'all the Daily Motivator and then head on out of here. Yes, indeed. Here we go, everybody. If you want to make enemies, try to change something. Woodrow Wilson. Brother, you ain't never lied. It's time for the Daily Motivator for January 12th, 2026. Go forward. The mistakes and disappointments are now history. Pick yourself up and get going again. You made some gains and suffered some losses. You've experienced false starts and successfully followed through on brilliant decisions. Take stock of wherever you are. Identify your most valuable options. Then go ahead, give your focus and best efforts to moving forward. You've learned much from the victories and even more from the failures. You're better prepared than ever to act with purpose and effectiveness. Deploy that capability wisely, generously with kindness, authenticity, and a commitment to truth. There's much great work to do, and this is your opportunity to do it. At this point, whatever has happened before can only give you strength. Feel that strength now. Go for it and achieve great things with it. Ralph Lawson. You know, I really do appreciate this Daily Motivator because I feel like with the world that we live in, we know how to dwell in the past and hold resentment rather than letting go and moving forward. And that goes for me too. You know what I mean? I feel like there's many times in life where I'm like, damn, if I would have went after that, I would be here. But when I look back at 2020, that frames my mind of, hey, you know what? You really don't know the opportunity would have worked out for you the way that you thought it would have. So the first thing I'll tell you about go forward. In order to go forward, you have to understand that some things in life, you have to be at peace with that it was supposed to happen for you. Like I told y'all before with Steve Harvey, right? Me and Steve Harvey. I said to a friend of mine, had I got picked up by Steve Harvey, I would not have ever known that I could do YouTube. I would not have ever known I could, hold an audience of my own, right? And to be able to go from this destination, that destination, and still be me. Because YouTube, to me, I think is probably the biggest platform I've ever been on, but also too, it's probably the hardest platform to really stomp the yard for and to make a name for yourself. But in the same token of that, I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to be able to try, fail, succeed in a space where it's okay to experiment, because in life, as we all know, when you experiment, sometimes things can go wrong. So that's the first thing I'll tell you. It's a blessing to be able to go forward and to recognize that, regardless of what you think was supposed to happen, that doesn't mean you might not have moved forward or gone forward with those opportunities. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you is you've learned much from the victories and even more from the failures. Everybody who has made it in life has failed. There's not one person in life who has made it has not failed at something. If you find that person, please introduce me to them, like my mama always says to me, because I really would love to know how have you made it through life and you never made a mistake. And I always say this to y'all as well, just because you make a mistake doesn't mean that you are a mistake, right? It's all about how you accept responsibility and accountability and how you move forward. So as long as you've done what you can do through your heart, your soul, and your resources, that's all you can do. In this year of 2026, I hope that we can all stop going to the cross, always being there for others, when maybe the reason why other people can't receive their healing is because they're saying, oh, look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them. No, you need to stop going to the cross and being their excuse because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, they got their own cross to bear. That's not your responsibility to carry their cross. Okay. That's the second thing I'll tell you. Then finally, the third thing that I'll tell you is that whatever has happened before can only give you strength. You know, Steve Harvey said that I was who I was, and I am who I am. I'm good with both of them people. And you know, it's funny. I'm putting myself out there to potentially find somebody, right? And I said this tonight to someone. I said, you know, it took me a while to recognize that it's okay to be in your humanity of, you know what? The lessons that I went through, yeah, they hurt me, but you can also recognize that you overcame them. I think sometimes we don't recognize how far we have overcome things because we don't want to go back to that place mentally because of the emotions that it brings up. But recognize the fact that you made it over that gives you fuel to be able to tackle what is next. You know, they always say God never puts more on you than God never puts more on you than you can bear. Sometimes I question that, God. I really do. Sometimes I do. But with that being said, though, you are still here to be able to go forward, and that is a huge blessing within itself. And that is your daily motivator for this evening, everybody. I cannot begin to tell you. I think I've done over 1,000 motivators. And, you know, I've always looked at the daily motivator as our, in the words of Walt Disney, our kiss goodnight. Because I know that for you, myself, and many others out there, sure, we have family and friends, but there are also others that don't have family and friends. And so I've always thought to myself, if I do nothing else in this world, I want people to know that, hey, it's okay to be human, but also it's okay to know that you will overcome. And I hope that every time that I read that daily motivator, you feel a little bit more at peace. That, you know what, I can go to bed and rest easy at night because I have something to help me with tomorrow. And sometimes reaching people right where they are is a lot more. It's a lot more important. It's a lot more powerful. It's a lot more impactful than anything else you can ever think. Sure would be nice to have, you know, $100 million in my bank account right now. Absolutely. But in the same token, just because you have $100 million doesn't mean that your soul is happy. There's a lot of people in the world that they have resources that make their problems and conveniences. They got money, they got this, that, and the third. But my Lord, they don't have peace with themselves. Peace is the one thing that everybody really wants. And there is a cost to peace, but in the same token that there's a cost to peace, there's also a mindset to peace. So if you want peace, it starts with your mind. Then your actions follow. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never special because you are always one of us and trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, that's one thing to call yourself is nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all of. I have spent you have spent time here, hopefully by spending time together. Be great together. YouTube, live your best life, or shall you just recognize that maybe, you know, the rental should have water, Angel. I still love you though, okay? I still love you. You're gonna be just fine. But sincerely, it should have water. Make sure the replay is not just worth for you to watch it, not just worth for you to listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, or see love you gotta give, or see love you gotta give it, or see love you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you overcome, wherever successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is probably be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, like I said, the biggest thing I would say to you as you get ready to wrap up your day is hug the people in your life a little bit tighter. Show love to people, but most of all, give yourself some love too. It sounds so simple, but sometimes the most simple things are the most profound. Amen. So, one love, much love, all love. I feel love and send it right back to you. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, and for the blessings all the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, and as a culture. I feel the love. I send it right back to you. Love you all. Good night, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.